everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now. 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Raiders going up against the Jets. With that, we're off to the Meadowlands in a frigid MetLife Stadium, where we check in with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And yes, Larry, white stuff is on the ground and in the air. 3 inches fell overnight, and we expect more as this game wears on. Should be interesting here at MetLife Stadium, just outside of New York City. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Oakland Raiders and the New York Jets. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Murray, the lone setback. They'll get the football here. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. A bunch of Jets there, whole gang of them flying to the football to make the stop. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. On the defensive side, the starters for the New York Jets, Charles.
Let's start with their rookie linebacker, Darren Lee. Played cornerback, if you can believe that, in high school for a while, and uses that same speed at the linebacker position. Hard to block because he's hard to find.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Robert Quinn. There to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On 4th down, here's the Raider punter Marquette King to kick it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded just inside the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jets take possession. They come out here in the eye. Now a first carry for their fullback. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Hurry up, let's go.
That was second down run for Murray. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. So he runs it for 1 yard, then no gain. I don't know that you go back to that well here on third down.
Yeah, I don't know that you do as well, but if you want to get the ball to him, if you want him to have it, maybe you get him into space and throw it to him.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Marquette King now as he'll punt it away for the second time.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He'll take it at the 42. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
And that linebacker group today could be very key.
As we were preparing for this game, you pointed out to me as we were watching film that the linebackers look like an elite unit. I agree with you totally. They move around, fly to the football, and take it away from offenses.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
One of the things that's really difficult for an offense is often identifying how to block a 3-4 defense. Well, when they're coming on a blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets and hard to hit.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw here. And he fires one, but incomplete. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Let's go. They'll let their receiver run it out of the Wildcat. Try to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ten yards to go on 3rd. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Second down following the run. They come up in an offset eye. He'll look to throw. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he's brought down. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No,
and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Their big-bodied receiver. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go.
Out of the Wildcat, a wide receiver carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
2
Murray the lone setback. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Red zone opportunity. They come out here in the eye. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
They go back to the air here after the INT. Doxson with a grab over the middle. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Murray. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. And that was a defensive setup they prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation.
Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. Give them 22 on that one. And it'll give the Raiders a first down. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. A run, it's Murray. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And 4th down coming up. On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. We'll try for 3. From the right hash, this from 33. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, at least they won't take a goose egg into intermission as they do carve out 3 points here in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Yeah, it hasn't really been the greatest of first halves. They've looked out of sync, especially on the offensive side of the ball. But a field goal here at least gives them some momentum as we tick down toward halftime.
Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
He's going to loft one deep left side here. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And they're going to speed things up here.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And there he goes, Amari Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, 56 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Shift together here from the D-line.
No. Check. Patriot.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Toward the sideline, and look at that. that catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 2 yards. 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 2 yards.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go. Now, Barney. Over.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come up in an offset eye. Now back to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Murray, the lone setback. And they'll give it to him here. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They go with Murray again. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup, as we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets have taken the lead. And his kick is good. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker. And big bid intercept. There he goes left side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Raiders. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Raiders are back within a score. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And New York set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Back to throw here. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But not them, just taking it. Big-time John. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Murray the lone setback. Now it's Roethlisberger. And this one is incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And now it's third down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Oakland. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taking it about the 36. Now a hit and a loose football. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Following the penalty, it's Murray. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Couple of Jets there in on the stop.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. This time, Roethlisberger will throw. And he hits his man, Matthews. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Fourth down. Here's Roethlisberger. And he can't hang on. That would have been a big interception down here in field goal range. But instead, now they'll get a shot at 3. And now out come the Jets. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they'll run it here. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go!
He'll look to throw. Incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the Raiders have got him. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And again here, we'll see the Wildcat.
Let's go!
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. To the left side here for Eifert. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. Second down here. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
Let's go!
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Yet again, here's a Wildcat look.
Let's go! 38!
Now this time he'll look to throw. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one. But they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, That's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Halfback sent in motion. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the fourth quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is.
New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So from the 40 to the 45, 5-yard run. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock.
Hurry up, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky Detroit now, Marty.
The play clock's running down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down shy of the 45. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
All right, now, lucky 56. Set, please. Over. Watch it now, Marty.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Detroit. Hurry up, Leopard. Over. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Detroit.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. Now hang on here, timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Set. Green, 39. Leopard. Go, here we go. Leopard.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one good for 12 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. A gutsy decision there going for it on 4th, but they got it, and that likely puts an end to this one.
Indeed, it was gutsy because there's so many other options they probably could have exercised in that situation, but they bet on themselves, and it paid off.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add
throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
In route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. But he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.